Welcome to a very special edition of the show. You can probably hear a bunch of motherfuckers in the back right now. This is our chaoticradio.com Christmas party. We were just on air with all the hosts from the different shows. They're here, and hopefully that they all join in. I was saying this earlier in the segment that the BlackLung show is not my show; it's our show. I promote the scene that I love. It's a show for. It's a show from a musician. I play in a punk rock band myself, and I interview bands, and I want you guys to support the scene. And today, I finally have one of my favorite bands in studio. I love what I do, man. I love this fucking station. I love Dutchy, the punk rock DJ. He's engineering right now. Dutchy,
what's up, my man?
How you doing, brother?
Doing fantastic. How are you?
This is good, man. This is fun, dude. We're having a good time.
Always.
That's right. And I know you've had this guest on your show a couple times.
I think 3 times you've been on. At least 3 times Mel's been on with us.
What's up, everybody?
That's it. See, that's a sexy voice, man.
This is my Sunday afternoon voice.
Yeah.
And your Monday morning voice. And
Yeah, that's right, Miko. Rode and put away wet.
This is you're listening to the BlackLung show live. And that voice that you're hearing is Mel from Unit F. And I'm rocking this shirt. You can see us live on YouTube. I think it's a little bit different now. Did we do that before?
I don't believe so.
No, we just started that. The station's growing. It's getting better. If you want to call in and talk to myself, Dutchy the Punk Rock DJ, or my esteemed colleague, my guest, Mel from Unit F, our new call-in number is area code 909-360-8330. So we're here in studio. I'm super stoked to have you. True story. I was looking back at the flyers that I had, and Mel was supposed to be on the BlackLung show almost a year ago. It was January 1st. He was going to come down to the studio, and we had some fucking problems. And
there was an earthquake that day, right?
Yeah. That was that.
A guest appearance by a demonic entity or something like that shut down the station.
Yeah, that's
sucked
right.
away
Yeah.
all the electricity.
Yeah, it's fucking Satan, man. I hate the devil. He fucked the shit up. But anyway, Mel's in studio. Mel, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing very good, very well. I mean, hey, it's a pleasure to be here. It's and thanks for putting on the show, the BlackLung show. You guys, you've had a lot of really, really cool guests, and we appreciate what you guys do for the music, what you do for the music.
Well, I appreciate that. And like I said, I'm a musician myself. I've been playing for, well over 20 years, and the last segment, if you guys were listening to the stream, everyone here at Chaotic Radio is all about the music. And I'm going to say this, too, because I'm rocking the Unit F T-shirt. I'm a fan. Mel, thank you so much, because if it wasn't for you, here in Southern California, we had a festival called It's Not Dead Fest.
Right.
Second year.
Right. And
it was you, dude, that actually helped Dutchy and myself get press passes to go to the show and check you guys out, dude. And I appreciate that, man. That was really cool of you guys.
Well, yeah, no, that it was an honor. Number one, Dutchy and Kat and you and everybody here at the station that have done so much for our band, had us on time after time. So that's the very least that we can do to exercise whatever pull we have with production to get you guys into that festival. See a lot of really good bands, everybody knows on those big festivals how the bigger bands get slammed by everybody and their brother and sister to get on the guest list and stuff like that. But
yeah,
to be able to work the production angle, I think helps also Chaotic Radio, and we all have a great time in the process, right?
Absolutely. And that's a thing. It's all about giving back. And I've had my show now for going on 3 years, and Mel's right. I've had great guests on my show. I'm super excited. I get excited to do this show just like I do when I play a show with my band. And
who is?
Something Ferocious.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
By the way, I'm going to ask you this on air. I'm doing a benefit show. One of my friends, my good friend Matt Defiance, the other day, about a week ago, his mother passed away. You know him?
Yes.
You know that guy?
Yeah, I actually auditioned for his band.
No shit.
Yeah.
Why? Get some headphones. Come sit up. No. They can see you anyway.
Yeah, but we can hear, but no one else can hear.
That's
Jump in
Mika, by the way. She does backing vocals. She's an amazing vocalist and a goth goddess in her own right. But yeah, she does on our last album. She did a couple a couple of tracks, put some amazing backing vocals in there. You know, I don't hear that very much in punk rock anymore. Or, but yeah, no, she's been a big help to us.
That's awesome. Why are you? And you're nervous to be on the radio? Yeah, I don't have much to say. You don't have much. Come on, you can. I'll fix that. I can take care of that. All right, just grab the headphones. Just have a good time. Come on, sit up here with us. What mic are you on? You want to talk right here into the side of it?
I'm on this one.
There you go. I think they're on. I got them all. I'll just turn them all on. Fuck it.
No, she's on 3. She's good.
All right. So go introduce yourself. What's your name and what do you do?
I'm Mika, and I'm a singer. Just as Mel said, I did some backing vocals on the last Unit F album, and also the previous Unit F album on Comes the Day. And I'm a classically trained singer, but what do you do with your classical vocals? You do metal or you do punk. So there you go. That's how you make your money.
Or you join the Ren Fair and become part of that crowd.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. I also have another group that I worked with that was at the Ren Fair for many, many years.
Okay.
But we no longer perform there, but we do have, several albums. And our albums, you actually can only hear them in Europe. I mean, you can buy them here, but most people bought them in Europe. So that's where our fan base is, because we don't sing in English. So kind of makes it hard for people.
You don't sing in English? What are you singing?
We sing in Italian, we do a
Lithuanian,
few songs. No.
Yeah.
Norwegian, Provençal, German, Italian, you name it. French.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you know my friend Matt?
I do, oddly enough.
Wow.
He saw me sing at punk rock karaoke and I said, hey,
and which
I'm
one?
looking for
And which one was that?
It was out in Riverside.
I played that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I was there. I went up and I sang with punk rock karaoke. I did a Dead Boys cover. We did Sonic Reducer.
You did. I love that song.
I did Bad Habit.
That's right.
She always does Bad Habit.
I remember seeing it. Oh, see, like the universe is so awesome. It goes.
But I don't think a fight broke out, right? There wasn't a fight.
No.
Okay, every time she does Bad Habit, it's like I always get people coming up to me and saying, "Man, I hate The Offspring. I hate that song." But when she does it, it's cool. Like, or there's a big fight and Soda's up there. Hey, everybody just calm down. It's like, Uncle, that's pretty cool. That she does an Offspring song and everybody just like goes Richter on it. You know, that's a hard damn ass song to sing.
Yeah,
but it's kind of cool.
Blood is usually spilled after I sing it for some strange reason.
All right.
She's such a violent personality. I told you, goth goddess.
So check this out, ladies. So again, weird timing. So Matt, unfortunately, his mother passed away from cancer about a week ago. I was just at the funeral, and so myself and Carlos from World Class Act. By the way, Carlos said, "What's up?" He wanted me to give him a shout out.
Yeah, Stench Radio, right?
Yeah. The Purge. That's his show. We just played with them last night with the Bridget Midget Band and Spix and.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we were there last night. So we're teaming up to do a show. It's gonna be VFMS from that's Victor from the Walking Toxins, opening the show. My band's playing. My best friends, the Transfers from Long Beach, fucking amazing band. And I need another band. January 13th, Riverside, all ages.
All ages.
You want to do Unit F, dude? You want to headline?
Really? Is that Saturday or Sunday?
It's a Saturday, brother.
I think that you might be able to pencil us in. I'll have to check with the guys, and then I'll have to circle back and talk to Mike from. I can't remember what the name of his band. He was just asking us if we wanted to play Morgan's Tavern on the 12th.
Oh shit! They can see me on. They can see me on YouTube. No, it's a good cause, man, and I haven't shared the stage with you, so that would be awesome.
That'd be so cool. You know, I mean, I dig your band, and I know, I like I said, I remember I haven't seen Something Ferocious, but I saw you do that Dead Boys cover, or Dead Boys with punk rock karaoke.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Thanks, man. Thanks. So I would love to have you. This is the first time I've ever done this on air that I've actually asked a band to play with me at a specific event. But anyway. Again, dude, thanks for being here in studio. Your band is fucking great, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude, it's if you're listening to the BlackLung show, you know that I don't book bullshit bands on my show. And, you know, I've had a couple sneak in here and there, a couple of bands, you know, and I've gone back and listened to the podcast and like, oh Jesus Christ. But your band is one of my favorite bands. I listen to your band all the time. We're going to play a lot of your music. I want you guys to check it out. And you brought me a CD, which I really greatly appreciate. Ecocide, Songs of Dysfunction. Everyone can check it out. The CD is right here. This is Unit F. Sorry for the loud shit that's going on back outside. I know.
It's chaotic, man. It's a chaotic Christmas party.
That's
Of
right.
course, man.
That's
Live
right.
setting.
So why don't we do this? Dutchy.
I'm posting all your
I know.
videos, all the live shit to your page, and everywhere, so everyone gets a fucking chance.
Brenda,
to
why
listen
don't you
to
come
this
in here? Why are you
Awesome.
dancing around? This is the BlackLung Show. Come inside and talk with us. We have so many people here. There's so many radio shows. Oh, shit, hitting fucking microphones. I got some vinyl. We're gonna spin some vinyl today. We're gonna talk.
What vinyl do you have?
I got a bunch, brother. I got a bunch. I love spinning vinyl on this show. I keep it old school. But first, I want everyone that's listening to the show to know who the guest is, right? You hear the name Unit F, but you need to hear the band. And Dutchy, I know you listen to Unit F regularly, right?
Fucking all the time. And here's a funny thing. Last night, I said to my girl, I got a recently new computer and I put my programs back in and I went, fuck, good. Now I've got the ability to create discs again. And the first 3 fucking discs I'd done so she could listen to in a car is your fucking 3.
That's awesome.
You
Thank
know,
you. Honored.
And it was...
That's cool.
I mean, you talk when you go in there and you look at my music collection, and I went, well, this is the band you got to fucking listen to. And I gave her your 3... You know, 2 of them, actually, I didn't have to copy because you'd given me copies for the station. And everyone's got one. I gave, and I tell you, I mean, I never stopped saying it, dude. Best fucking in my top 10 of all-time punk bands. And when you listen to this band, fuck, dude, this is forget all these subgenres and bullshit genres or fucking whatever you want to call it. There's one genre I listen to, punk. That man there and this band sums up the sound of this band is punk.
And that's awesome because he's telling you the fucking truth, right? On my show, the BlackLung Show, I was talking about it earlier. You know, I try to keep it very positive. Dutchy doesn't. He just fucking talks shit. He'll tell you your band sucks. But when I come in here in the studio, and Dutchy, by the way, I'm glad you're part of the BlackLung Show. Again, dude, this is not my show. Dutchy is now my engineer, and you're my co-host, dude. So this is what I want my co-host to do, to show everybody. I'm gonna let you pick the song. You play fucking your favorite Unit F song. All right. This is Dutchy's favorite. He talks about you guys nonstop, man. I listen to you guys nonstop myself. You guys are on my cell phone when I'm out at work and I'm listening to music. You know, I'll be listening to Bad Religion, the Misfits, the Ramones, the Riverboat Gang. I could go on and on for fucking ever. I'm hitting fucking microphones like an asshole. Dutchy, let's hit him with some fucking Unit F. You're listening to the BlackLung Show live on chaoticradio.com.
podcast just won't do. chaoticradio.com.
Unit F, you're listening to the Black Lung Show on the world famous chaoticradio.com. I'm your host, Ryan Pena. I'm joined in studio by Mel, the lead singer from Unit F. Brother,
Right on.
let me, I want to ask you about that.
Yes.
That's a song. Dutchie jumped the gun, but that's all right. That's what he does. Why did I mute your fucking mic? Sorry, dude. That song
Yes.
is I think that's actually one of my favorite songs that you guys do, personally.
Thank you.
Yeah, but here's the reason why. When you hear the word punk, right? It gets so diluted, right? And
Right.
you think you hear 3 chords and mo hockey shit, and it's fucking all fast and furious and all that stuff. But I really do love the diversity of it. You know, when I listen to punk rock bands, I'm talking about even old school Blondie, Television, you know, all these old great bands. It's an attitude, and that song is completely different than most stuff that I hear. And you sang backup vocals on that track?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it's not on that cut of it, but yeah, there's background vocals all through that.
She was singing in studio. You guys couldn't hear it. She was singing along. It was pretty nice. You just have to take my word for it.
Or buy the album, and it's on the album version.
That's right.
For whatever reason, the version that Dutchie just played was an early mix, which it was still fine.
Do you know what I love about meeting people like yourself and bringing you in is you give me your fucking music before you finish it, right? And you gave me that CD. You bought that in.
Don't tell my guitar player that.
I'm not going to tell anyone any shit,
Yeah,
right?
just between us,
and we know
between
he's not
friends.
listening, right?
Yeah, don't worry, no one's listening.
Right.
A few
And
million.
I trust that. You know, I'll take it off and won't play it and put your new version on there for sure. The difference between the majority of your music and that is just what Ryan was saying. You know, it's a cut away from what you normally do.
Well, yeah, and you know, really, this is what has kept my interest in doing this genre, whatever it is, you know, whether it be punk or rock or goth or amalgamation of all those genres. I listen to some of the, you know, I think that within the genre of punk, there is a broad spectrum.
Right.
In Orange County, for instance, a lot of times that gets lost because there's so many good, meaty, hard-hitting bands that really bring it, you know?
Yeah.
And for us to be able to kind of pursue a musical, what's the word I'm looking for? To get outside that box and keep redefining it, yet to keep that idea that what we're going to say, and I was telling Mika this the other day, what we're going to say is going to be straightforward. We're going to get to the point. We're not going to gum it up with a bunch of idiocy or a bunch of flowery rhetoric that, you know, means absolutely zero. We're going to say what we need to say, and hopefully the music will be good enough to carry the message, or the message will match the music, you know? And like Dutchie was saying the other day, he goes, I just rock to it, you know? And then I started listening to the words. That's totally good. That's all well and fine by me. And I think that you know, I'm not sure which comes first, the message or the medium, but I think the music needs to carry whatever it is you're saying.
What I wanted to say to you is that what I love about Unit F and you as a singer, and I'm biased too because I sing. One, and this even goes back to the show that I played last night. And the bands are great, by the way, but I like seeing a show where you see diversity, right? If you hear a band and every song goes back to back and you hear it's the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's fast, it's punk rock. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I like hearing changes. I like that diversity. You know what I mean? Like why David Bowie is punk rock, you know? Because we have some eclectic taste. With that song and me being a singer myself, that the Raven, I want to know what that song's about. Is it a metaphor? I mean, are you doing some Edgar Allan Poe shit in that, dude? I mean,
yeah, no, and I appreciate what you just said, that because to me, this has been it's always a marker for a good band. If I'm sitting in the audience and I can't understand a fucking word that the singer is saying,
yeah,
but he makes me want to understand what he's saying, then there's something happening there.
right.
You know, if he's just like, you know, or if he or she or whoever is just up there blathering and, you know, it's still good music or, you know, and I don't really feel compelled to understand what it is, well, it's good music. It's all fine. But, you know, I appreciate you saying that. The Raven is basically a song that was inspired by the canonization of Father Junipero Serra, which means that the Catholic Church made Father Serra, the founder of the missions, the colonialization of the Native Americans here in California, made him a saint. And that pissed off every tribe from the Baja border all the way up to Northern California, because the Catholic Church ushered in an era that started the genocide of California tribes, much like colonialization started the same thing from the East Coast. And so I'm maybe not being a real super big rah-rah fan of the Catholic Church. I'm saying this is my opportunity to say something about what the Catholic Church and this quote-unquote civilization has brought to these people who lived in balance in this area called California and the West. And so the Raven is basically it's a metaphor. It's an esoteric metaphor, and we are basically calling out the Catholic Church for what they have done to people in the name of salvation, in the name of redemption, in the name of everything that they say that Christianity was all about, was really just a flag waved in front of an advancing army in an empire state. And it pisses me off to this day. Can't do anything about it, but I can write a song about it. That's what it is.
And you write many, and you write good ones, and they're relevant, right? And like I said, I think with most political bands, or every political band, as a fan of music, you like a band first and foremost for what you're hearing. The lyrics normally come second. Always come second. You hear a band and you like their music, you go, fucking love this. You might be turned off of a band if you don't like their lyrics, or you might be turned on more to a band because of their lyrics. Yours are very relevant. When I first met you, I had no clue how political you were, especially with the Native American side.
I appreciate that. You
know?
know, and really to what you're saying is, for me, when I'm writing lyrics, the lyrics don't come until I hear the music. You know, I can try certain things when the guys are coming up with the riff, like Mark comes up with that kind of gothy intro riff and stuff like that. And, you know, to me, when I hear something, either melody lines and delivery are suggested by the music, and the lyrics come because of what I'm hearing. So the music for me comes first. I can sit here and, you know, write all kinds of lyrics on pieces of paper. And
How long have you been writing?
oh God, probably all my life, I guess. You know, I mean, I started writing poetry in college just because I found Allen Ginsberg, who's one of the original beat poets, and he used this fucking out of the box, you know, non-rhyming way of melding concepts, you know, that disparate concepts, the things that didn't even seem like they were going together. He was talking about the modern dysfunction and the day-to-day living dysfunction as being in a single sentence, without rhyme, without meter. And I'm going, this guy's out of the box. You know what? I can write whatever the fuck I want, you know? So I can just take images and put them together with words, you know, meaning and non-meaning and stuff like that, and let everybody figure it out. And it was kind of cool. So I've been doing it. Once I found that, then I was going, okay, I can redefine what poetry means in my mind. I can just make it mean whatever the hell I want it to mean.
You know what? You know, we were doing the show early, and my boy Greg Dixon is here in studio now with us.
What's up, Greg? Toxic
Greg.
Energy.
Love this band. How you doing? What? Is your mic muted? What's going on?
And just turn it up, the volume.
Oh, that's right.
You know, what I wanted to say about Mel and Unit F was back in 97, I was playing in a grunge band, and I wanted to play in a punk band, and I couldn't find a punk band. And I remember that's when I joined Social Critics Against Bullshit Systems, the Scabs.
You were in the Scabs?
Yeah, and I was in the Scabs as a bass player for many, many years.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the original
Till just
lineup.
now.
The original lineup. And Mel had stated when we did the It's Not Dead, that he put you guys on the guest list. And I remember reading something on Facebook where he had said, "You guys do so much for the music business in the local bands." And something that nobody knows is Mel has done more for bands than anybody has. He had Finger Records. He had a tour bus. He put these bands on this tour bus. He sent them on the Warped Tour. He has done so much stuff independently that none of us could have ever touched, and people seem to forget about that. He had his own tour bus. He had a record label. He used to put out these things that nobody does anymore called compilations, and it's where a label or independent person will put out an album, and it will have 15 bands on there. And back in the day, if you were on a compilation, you're like, "Woo, we made it."
Yeah.
Because for somebody to ask you to be on a compilation was so fucking rad. I remember going, "Check this out, dude. We're on this
Yeah, we
fucking
put the
record."
Scabs on there. I remember
a few
that.
times.
Wow.
So the Scabs were playing with, we toured with the Exploited. We played with the UK Subs. All these bands that I didn't care about. Because why? Because, yeah, I was into Pennywise and Guttermouth and No Effects. I was into the more structured punk rock, the 90s. I wasn't really into the...
Hang on.
Not that
Don't
they're-
call UK Subs and that.
No. Let
You
me
were
say-
listening to Pussy Children's Punk while
But
the real
I-
stuff was going on.
I didn't realize
I
how
told
much
you he was gonna talk
I
shit.
didn't realize how much I loved old school punk rock until I got to play with Dutchie and the Part-Time Punks. I'm in love with that music now. But one last thing, and I'll leave it at this. So the Scabs were on on a fucking cloud that nobody could touch. And you're like, "Dude, how are you playing there? How are you playing this? How are you playing that?" And we were doing it. And mind you, Mel, God bless you for all the things that you have done for the industry. People will fucking never remember that. Even the bands, El Nada, all those guys that you put on there will never fucking come up to you like I will right now and shake your fucking hand and say, "God damn it, thank you for what you did." Did I want to be on that tour bus and go on the Warped Tour? You're fucking right. Did it happen? No. Scabs broke up. I showed up at a rehearsal room to audition for Unit F in 2002. And I walked in and Mel walked out and greeted me with open arms. And I went in and I fucking left and I said, "I can't do it." And you probably don't remember this because you got a million things going on like I do. And you said, "Why?" And I said, "I'm not good enough."
I don't remember that.
And you haven't had that fucking energy drink in your hand.
The Rockstar bus was
He did.
sponsored by Rockstar.
So God bless you, Mel.
Oh, thank you very much, Greg. I appreciate you saying that.
It's true, bro. How many people?
By the way, I found
I
that
bet you nobody in Chaotic
I've-
Radio even knows about Finger Records.
I
I
found
know
that.
about Finger Records, but I didn't know that you had that.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Dude. Right on, dude.
Yeah, I went through my inheritance. I
Wow.
nearly lost 2 houses over it, but you know what? It was an experience, and it was all
Dutchie,
cool.
Dutchie wasn't. I mean, Dutchie, I don't think was around when that was going down. I
He
mean,
was around.
I
He was in the UK.
No, but I go back with you. Many, many fucking years,
Yeah.
dude.
That's right.
El Centro, El Nada,
El
all
Centro.
that shit that you did for bands.
I have that compilation. I just found the like one of those finger record comps,
Yeah.
and it might be the one with Scabs. It might be the second one.
Back in the day, Ryan, it was crazy. Like, "Oh, you got to get on Finger Records. You got to get a
Yeah,
hold
dude,
of Mel.
no,
you got to get Finger Records." I was like, "How do you get a hold of Mel? Fuck him. He never calls back." There was no cell phones. There was
Gee,
no
what has
Facebook.
changed?
There was no internet. There was none of that. But to be a part
Yeah.
of that was like, fuck, dude. That was where you needed to be.
That's right. So look, okay, we're gonna take a little bit old school here. There was record labels to punk bands was everything, and not the big ones, not Columbia, you know, Mystic Records, fucking Epitaph, Hellcat, Fat Records, Victory Records out in the East Coast.
BYO.
Yeah, so check this out. I got you. I had the same thing. I talked about this earlier when I was in a punk band in the '90s. We did I was in a band called Society Wanted, and we sent a demo to fucking Burning Tree. They had Damnation, and they had.
I remember Damnation.
Yeah, right. And they told us like, you guys suck, break up. Yeah, they told me that shit. But what happened is that it's with that kind of negativity that brings around people that say, fuck you, I'm gonna do this shit myself. And I have no idea why I just have this in my arsenal of vinyl. I'm gonna spit some vinyl in a minute. 15 years ago, I did the same shit you did, brother. I tried to start my own record label, and so it was me and my friend Chase Revenge from Pistol Grip, and another guy that used to work for Epitaph. I forgot his fucking name. I feel so bad, but it's been fucking like 18 years.
Right,
now,
right.
And I drink a lot. This is the actual vinyl. We did a picture disc. We called Sean Stern, and we got the rights to do a Pistol Grip limited edition vinyl. There's only 500 of these.
Wow.
This is
That's rad, dude.
That's a picture disc of Pistol Grip. We did our own label called Lotus Limited, and I started my own label. And
Did you play it? Were you in Pistol Grip?
No, those were my friends.
Gotcha.
What year were they? What year was Pistol Grip? I remember the name.
Pistol Grip was a fucking amazing band. They toured with
Yeah.
Bad Religion. They were
Late
on Blue Island.
90s? Late 90s?
Yeah.
Early 2000s, late 90s, 2000s. Yeah.
Because it's crazy. Because when Mel was doing all of that, like Mel had like the connections with like the Kevin Lymans.
Yeah.
And all of that. It was like, so it was like that's when Pistol Grip was like popping.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I remember that. So that's why I was mentioning all those labels, because you remember like Mystic, and all these great labels. When there was a label that had a band on there that had even the remember the Punk-O-Rama fucking compilations?
Yeah,
you know what
Punk
I mean?
versus Ska.
Yeah.
Punk-O-Rama was rad.
And who's the other guy?
Punk-O-Rama
Joe
was-
Sib and
Punk-O-Rama was
Yes.
rad.
what was it? They had the inside track because they were with Kevin Lyman was partners with Joe Sib.
That's right.
What the hell was Side One Dummy?
Side One
Side
Dummy.
One
yeah,
Dummy.
yeah.
They're the and Side One Dummy's still going strong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going strong. Flogging Molly that's where they
Yeah.
started.
Yeah, they signed. They signed.
And then
bands, so-
Hellcat came as a result of that Epitaph Rancid.
Rancid. Yeah, that whole thing. Let's play some fucking music.
Let's
man.
play some music because that really takes me back, man.
It does. Okay, so look,
Like
let's-
a lot
let's-
of people have. Sorry, I know it's your show, and I don't want to fucking boss hog
Don't
my.
worry, it's
I
all
don't
right,
want
it's
to
your
boss hog
show
my
too.
way in here. But I mean,
Too late.
I really just think that there needs to be like a fucking straight up like fucking high five, and people like even your own fucking bandmates don't realize how precious and valuable you are to the punk rock world.
Well, I appreciate that. And that sentiment is not shared. I won't name names, but there is
I'm not
somebody
talking
in
bad
a
about
major punk rock band who single-handedly pointed me out as being the reason why punk rock failed in Orange County.
Really?
Yeah, but I won't. I don't
I'd
want to
take
name
that,
names.
I'd take that as a fucking huge compliment. Make a
Coming
t-shirt.
from the
Make
source,
a t-shirt and
it
tell 'em to fuck off.
certainly was.
No,
But
no, because you know what Mel did? He changed the circle pit to the square pit.
yeah, right. Oh, squat dance. No, I mean,
And you have-
seriously.
you have a great band. Your
Krabby
band,
from El Centro always, thanks me every time you say Pat from El Nada and those guys.
Oh,
They're
they're great,
Danny
great.
Wong from the Bindles who we're going to be playing with. But people are always appreciative, and even Joey and the Narcoleptic Youth guys. I mean, some of the horror stories from the bus being on tour, which were so traumatic back then. Yeah, I mean, it was so bad. Today are made for the most hilarious, I remember the time when we could barely even make it up the hill and people were walking past the bus and we were smoking and on fire and all that shit, Or a time we took a Rockstar bus and parked it in front of a Monster Energy drink sponsored stage. I don't think Kevin Lyman liked that very much.
well, you have an amazing band. Everybody in your band, I just want to say hello to everybody in the Unit F camp. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope everybody's healthy and well, and God bless all of you guys. And Mel, you're a fucking breath of fresh air to the industry, and I'm just very thankful for everything you did back in the day. And I just wanted to get on mic real quick and just, remind everybody. And if they didn't know, well, now you know, motherfuckers. This guy was running the fucking show back in the day, dog.
Oh, you're too kind. I don't think that was quite the case, but thank you for those kind words.
Even though he never put my
Right.
fucking band on anything.
That's right. Except when some stinky compilation that never saw the light of day. Damn it!
He only
Scabs!
he only put good bands on there, you fucker.
You're listening to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com. Yeah, that's right.
You're supposed to.
Yeah. This is Unit F. Look at the CD that he brought me. Where it's available? On Amazon? On where do you buy this shit?
Right now, we have it on CD Baby. We have it on direct from our site, unitfmusic.com. And allegedly, it's supposed to be translated to all manner of digital download streaming mediums. Snapface, Face Chat, BandCloud, all these, SoundCamp.
All right.
Whatever. God, who can keep all this shit straight these days?
I can't, man. I don't tweets and fucking followers and all this bullshit. Dutchie, let's play some more Unit F. You're listening to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com.
Dig it.
Blacks ain't coming, all trains running, gas hands right behind. Gas man fracking, aquifers are cracking, never thought you'd see the signs. It's too late for the patriot, I'm fronting for the corporate lines. When there's nothing left to drink, the rich will find a thing about the extent of the crimes. Oh, fine. We committed ecocide. Damn, y'all lost your goddamn minds. 'Cause it's ecocide. Pipeline humming, oil is a coming, gas man's right behind. Fly your flag for the genocide, from for the corporate halls. 'Cause they fought themselves and everyone else. No life being born. But the bagman don't left his hand dry in these desperate times. Oh, fine. We committed ecocide. Damn, y'all done lost your fucking mind. Ecocide. It's a crime. Don't you pay no mind. Now you're getting lied. Oh yeah. It's a crime. Don't you pay no mind. Now you're out of time. Oh yeah. Fine. You're out of time. Now you're out of time. Suck it. Damn, son, you done lost your mind. 'Cause it's ecocide. Now you're out of time.
This is Shattered Faith, and you're listening to Black Lung.
Just say yes to war. Just say yes to war. Just say yes to government and say yes to public schools. Just say yes to politics and say yes to guns. Just say yes to fear and yes to unlimited
Unit F on the world famous chaoticradio.com. This is the Black Lung Show. I'm your host, Ryan Pena. We're winding down on time. This is some fucking bullshit right here. We're having too much.
This is great. This is good. This is
Well, the only reason I'm saying it's bullshit is because I gotta go. We got like 10, 15 minutes left, and then I gotta get out of here. Dutchie's been saying this to me for a while. He's been saying I need to do my show 2 hours.
Where you got to go?
I gotta pick up the kids, brother.
Oh, okay.
I gotta pick up the kids.
All right, that one you get a freebie on.
Thank you. Well, I just want to. Well, I hope my kids aren't listening to this shit. But
It's educational.
well, my wife and I are foster parents, and so I got to get back and check on them. You know, it's a crazy life. But anyway, I do this show because I love it. I'm passionate about Unit F. Mel, how long have you been playing in bands, brother?
I want to say longer than I can remember. Actually, there was
Remember when dirt was invented? Before
yeah.
that.
So before, yeah, probably since 1990, maybe.
Okay.
But you know, I mean, bands with air quotes around it. I mean, they were more like noise projects. You know, like fueled by cocaine and tequila. It's just like us in the back of it. We're just like droning on and on for hours, just making random shit up and going, wow, that's cool. Let's call it the Mole Club.
Well, my point for that question is this, dude. I'm getting older, and for me personally, I don't feel old at all, and I love being on stage.
Sure.
I love playing. What is it? What inspires you to still keep fucking playing rock and roll?
Well, in part exactly what you said, because it just, it's fun. I enjoy the hell out of performing. Number two, the music is that the guys I am blessed with that make up Unit F, Mark Bolton, Dave Costa, Guillermo Santa Cruz, and Phil Moore, the guys are making great music. And as long as they keep coming up with these riffs, even on nights when we're not rehearsing the set, they're coming up with these riffs and working out new songs and stuff like that. It inspires me. I want to write lyrics to some of these things. I want to work on some of this. And, from a message or an activist standpoint, it's like, you know what, if I could reach more people reading obscure poetry in a coffee shop with an acoustic guitar, I'd probably do that. No, I wouldn't. But the rock and roll medium, as long as I've been alive, I've always loved rock and roll. Going way back to the 60s and today we're doing it because I don't know, it's in our blood or something like that. This is a genre of choice. Punk rock is really special.
All right, let me elaborate on that. And I asked you this because I was leading you on a quick.
Okay.
I'm a singer too, right?
Right.
And that's why I was asking about the rave. And when I write music too, I'm an activist too. If you listen to the Black Lung Show, I try not to talk about politics and religion, but fucking, it's very hard not to.
How can you not? It's part of fucking life every day.
It is. You know? And Dutchie, we were talking about the dead Kennedys earlier, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Brenda. I love you. So look, we were talking about the dead Kennedys. When I was a kid and I was listening to Holiday in Cambodia, right? Mm-hmm. The very end of the song, do you remember that? You hear pole, pot, pole, pot. I was like, what the fuck is that? I actually had to go back and look and figure out who that fucking guy was. It made me think about shit, and it made me discover like, oh, there's fucking genocide going on in this world, right?
And we didn't even know about it.
Right. And
here's some singer for a band called the Dead Kennedys. You know, offense. You know, like warning. That's bringing these kind of subjects to light, and it's like, wow, this isn't just a bunch of guys jumping up and down there, stroking themselves, you know, waving their hair on Sunset Boulevard.
Dude, it's so funny.
No offense to the metal bands.
No, but
it's like,
dude, right? I'm with you.
And so again with that too, you know, the other band that I'm just so fucking impressed with, one of my favorite bands of all time, is fucking Bad Religion. You know what I mean? When you listen to Bad Religion, I gotta fucking open up a goddamn dictionary. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And I'm like, oh wow, he's a genius, and I know that about you. I see your posts, dude. I love all your posts. We are trying to help this world. Is that a fair statement?
Well, you know,
can I say one thing before you answer that question? When I filled in with Dutchie a couple weeks ago for the part-time punks, and going back to that, what you said, pole pot. So Dutchie said, hey, you want to jam with us? Our singer's out, yada, 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 Blaze. We're going to play some bass and so on and so forth. And I said, okay, so it was like 22 songs, and I learned them in like a month, and I rehearsed with the guys only 2 times. And mind you, 2 weeks after I was going to play with him, I was blessed to open up for Pennywise at House of Blues. And I swear to God, more than anything, I said, you know, that was a dream come true, but I was looking more forward to doing that show at Fitzgerald's, playing with Dutchie's band more so than anything. So, again, going back to Dutchie says how I listened to the bubblegum punk rock or whatever, true. But I learned those songs, and once I learned them, and I said, wow, these guys are fucking, the wording, the intelligence was so impressive. After I learned the songs and I learned the timing and how to sing them, I attempted that approach with my own band. But back to what Ryan just said, I had to go back after the show was done, after I learned everything, and I said, okay, now I need to know what the fuck these guys are talking about. So you'll look where he says, you'll look good, as a drawstring lamp. You know, where he comes back
Right,
to that
right,
part.
right.
He goes, so I asked my friend, what the fuck does
Jello.
that mean? He goes, right. He goes, because they used to kill them and make furniture with their body. And I go,
that's how sick it was.
yeah.
Right,
And I'm like, and that's what I was trying to tell Dutchie earlier. I go, this wasn't just like a verse and a chorus. And like, they took a 3-minute song and they turned it into a book. And I gotta fucking say that I learned so much.
And guess what, Greg?
And I learned so much. It blows my mind to this day. Was like, even like the Dead Kennedy song and then Bullets from the Misfits. What the fuck?
But Greg, there's millions and millions and millions or hundreds of thousands of punk songs where bands have done that. Some make it, some don't. The Dead Kennedys are one of those big bands out there. I say this about what we've got in the studio right now. Mel, you've been doing it for how many years, and the relevancy of what you do and how you do it, especially in the area where we are.
Well,
Yes,
thank you. But you know that this is where our inspiration comes from. Or Mike McGreen from Channel 3, Manzanar.
Yes,
Manzanar, right in our own backyard. I mean, that kind of brilliance. I can't hope to I don't want to outdo that. That speaks for itself. But what I can do is draw on my own knowledge, with things I'm looking at, and say, you know what, this music's good enough to put with these concepts. Now it's up to me to make them go or not go.
You have it, dude. You literally, like, I look at your Facebook post. It's never pictures of you, or it's literally like,
Or your fucking food or your sushi
Yeah.
or shit like that.
and Dutchie's absolutely right. He hit the nail on the head, man. I mean, you're right up there with those guys in my book.
Well, thank you very much. I don't know about that, but to that effect, when we did play with Bad Religion, that was like a flippin' honor. Yeah. You know, that was one off the bucket list. If I could ever get in touch with Jello, that would be his new Guantanamo School of Medicine. Just flipping amazing. The dude's still out there,
Right.
still bringing it. And, for everything that all those old guys did, I think that it's important for us to keep going out and seeing the young bands and talking to them, you know, like when they have good performances and challenging these, you know, the people who are coming up through the ranks to keep, you know, to follow this line, this
Lineage.
This lineage, yes, that exactly, you know, because it's important what comes after us, not just what came before us.
That's right. And so the point is that, you know, when there's punk bands coming out, I don't like the cookie cutter bands talking about anarchy and just like the punk points, right? Anarchy, a couple of oys in your song, you know, stuff like that. There's got to be a fucking message.
Right.
There's got to be that. There's got to be something to inspire somebody because, like I said, we've all been inspired by that, by a Jello Biafra, by Henry Rollins. You know what I mean? All these guys have a message. And it almost kind of goes back to like even the '60s, you know, with hippies, we're trying to make a change. We're trying to talk about something, you know, social justice. You know what I mean? I can't even go on about you know, what's going on with Native Americans. It's absolutely fucking crazy. But we're running out of time. Mel, come back on the show, dude. And Greg, come back on the show. Let's do Let's do this. Let's do like a 2-3 hour show, and we'll just fucking talk and just play punk rock. Look,
it would be a pleasure.
I love that. Make sure you guys check out Unit F. The new CD is called Ecocide, Songs of Dysfunction.
Unit F.
Unit F, right? You can get this on the internet. Look, you kids fucking have smartphones and dumb phones. Just Google Unit fucking F, and you'll find it. Just Google. That's all you got to do now. You guys don't have to do fucking library cards and go to the library to find shit out anymore. You got that shit in the palm of your hand, you little fuckers. I hate you. The one thing I gotta do, I gotta keep it old school. This is the BlackLung show.
He's gonna scratch a Unit F record.
I'm gonna play. I have a show. I have a segment on my show called Random Records. I'm a big fan of records. You were asking me who I've got. We're gonna play records the next time you come on. But whenever I travel or on my tour or whatever I'm doing, sometimes I'll just buy a fucking random record because I like the fucking cover. This is a record called The Fumes, Pure Bad Luck. Scooch Pooch Records. You remember that?
Scooch Pooch sounds familiar. And so do The Fumes.
Yeah.
Where is that? Where are they from?
I think they're from Seattle, I think. Well, maybe I was in Seattle
No,
when I bought it.
I think they're from around here, aren't they?
No, they're yeah, it's in California. God damn it. I don't know. I bought it in Seattle. Anyway, we're going to spin some vinyl. We're going to take it out. Bye, Branda. Bye, everybody.
Stick around. We're on
Thank
air
you,
till
Ryan.
midnight.
The show, hey, it's our Christmas party here.
Yeah.
Keep it on Chaotic Radio. There's going to be some more shit going on. I got to get out of here, but
God bless you all. We love you so much.
is he even hooked up?
No, because Dutchie unhooked it and he forgot to hook it back up.
Fucking A.
That's the owner. That's your owner. Write him up. You should write him up.
Okay, Mel. Plug some more shit.
All right.
Yeah,
all
Mel.
right. All right. Just want to talk about some upcoming gigs for
There we go.
part-time punks.
Part-time punks are looking for a new singer.
You want a female singer?
I thought
I'm available.
she's available. She can sing. She's a good singer. She was singing in between the songs.
Don't forget to like Toxic Energy on FaceSnap and
Yeah.
something
Something
ferocious,
fucking ferocious.
on BandCloud.
Greg, what do you got coming up? You got shows?
This Friday night, I'm at the Viper Room with Punk Rock Karaoke. January
course.
13th. January 13th, Riverside Mission Tobacco with the Untouchables. So if you want to slam or
Damn, brother.
if you want to slam or skank, just come dance with us.
What do you got, Mel?
And
Where-
fuck
where's-
you,
where-
Dutchie, because I was a singer.
Unit Up is
skank.
playing with the Whining Pussies and 390. Also, the Bindles at the Carmen Bar.
Nice.
January 19th.
All
I
right.
love you, Mel.
So something ferocious.
I love you, Greg.
What do we got coming?
I love
up?
you, Ryan.
Dutchie.
We got January 13th. We'll be at a benefit show at Davia Pizza.
Something ferocious.
Check that out. We're gonna be doing a show December 30th. We're gonna be at the Maui Sugar Mill for Ginger's birthday party. It's gonna be us.
Shut
and the
up,
Fuckwolves.
dude. Really?
Yeah,
I've been trying to message Tim. I want to play this Sugar Mill.
I got you, brother. Just
Where the
Bug
fuck
you.
is the sugar mill?
Tarzana.
Valley.
Don't tell Greg. He'll like all of a sudden Toxic Energy headlining the
He's gonna take.
Maui Sugar Mill.
He's like, I'll play with Pennywise.
Saturday.
You guys are fucking dicks. Just because I fucking try. Fuck off.
No, we're proud of you, dude. We gotta give you some
You know
shit.
who I
dude.
really want to give credit to is this young lady right here. She is so fucking rad. I saw her. It's not dead. She's like, hey, Greg. It's like 200 degrees out. I was like, you are a wonderful person.
From now until the year 2020, Toxic Energy every Saturday night at the Maui Sugar Mill.
Look at that shit, man. I love his radio
You
voice.
guys are fucking assholes.
February 4th. February
See?
4th. It's a Sunday night. Greg's my show. Shut up, Greg. Greg, my birthday. I'm turning 41 on February 3rd. February 4th, we're gonna be at fucking Alex's bar.
Dig it.
It's gonna be us and the Brutalists and somebody else. So anyway,
Hey, check this out.
Someone shoot him.
hey, he's got an Alex's bar shirt.
Shut up. Where did you steal that from?
Bad music
fucker?
for bad
Shut
people.
up, Dutchie. You and I are no longer talking until next year.
Cool.
Oh,
Can't wait.
10 days away.
Random Records. Here's the Fumes.
Why don't you leave me alone? Say let's feel bad is not all I did. Ask you anyway. Back me up against the wall. Ask yourself who's really smart to tell you to lay your crap on me. Will I work? Yeah, I say for 8 hours a day. I'll start work. Yeah, I say for 8 hours a day. Don't hold me back. Why did I find out by myself? What's that you say? Responsibility, but I made no plans. Why did I pick up work? They say that to you, shop a dirt, and I am man, I'm just a slave.
I've had some bands here on the show that just fucking make me just cringe, dude. I try to do an hour show. I used to have to do it 2 hours and talk about music and all that stuff. But there's been a couple times I was in bands and it's like, so what's going on, you guys?
That's weird. How do you just cut that in the middle of like random?
Engineer.
What was that about? But I mean, what's on the air right now?
I have no idea.
Nothing.
Something probably.
But yeah, no, it was you know, it's a blast. It's always it was like having what's his name from Ministry, sitting here, the more when the dialogue gets going, it's like you used to go to that club, I used to go to that club,
Right.
We're talking
You
about
heard that,
some
dude.
place in. Were you watching that?
Yeah, it was a trip. It was like fucking Ministry.
Yeah.
I love that fucking band because I don't listen to punk only. You know what I mean? Metal, fucking all that shit. I might have, Pretty Boy Floyd has got a fucking. I
I know you're joining us, Jamie.
Can we talk some Metallica?
Dude, I have all kinds of